Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today we're pressing Gumshoe. I know, it's back to the same old stuff with Gumshoe. Can I stop you just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's physically crying, or practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said! And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or other customers. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tied on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? Press as hard as you like. Calm down, Chronos. Sorry. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Perhaps their view of the table was obscured in some way. Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Trebien's, right? I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Did you steal the lottery ticket, Godot? Yeah, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. The population, the defendant. I don't think it's just the defendant, to be quite honest. With all the people we've had convicted, pretty sure it's quite filled up by now. It's a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef, moments after the poisoning took place, correct? Oh, that was the judge. I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. I might be missing something here, but it's not exactly like that clear, to be quite honest. There's literally a partition that obstructs half the area. How, Mr. Track, could anyone overlook a second person at that table? I don't know, they moved to the left a little bit? It certainly seems the victim's table clearly, it certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't want to present, no. Can I not go to my court documents? Oh, whatever, that's fine. Press anyway. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah! He has a portable radio in his chest pocket! Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece and kept shouting something about being over 9,000? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? I mean, I'm gonna say press harder, but I feel like I'm gonna be penalized because nothing in that statement there seemed like we should press on anything. But sure. And what was it the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? What? How did I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? Hey, no penalty. So, traces of the poison was found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure I get you, pal! Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's term, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Objection. My dying dreams. Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee? I know one particular lady that puts salt in her coffee. Sure, she sometimes has a bit of a split personality, but she's very nice. Kind of fiery sometimes. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. I just gotta... I can't repeat the joke. I can't, but it's an airplane joke. Oh, shit. It seems that the poison could only been in the coffee. Oh man, that movie's so good, Airplane. What should I do? Should I press harder? Sure! Keep pressing harder! Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of the coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right! That's what I was thinking! In any case, in case you wondered, the last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present the piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? That. Why? God. Hey, Gumshoe, do you have that vial that I gave you earlier that probably had the poison in it? I need it back. Because I'm about to poison a bitch. Should I be grateful this coffee is only hot enough to give me at least give me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. That's a very nice cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly coffee stain on it. I was gonna say lipstick, but I guess that makes sense. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poison coffee that was in the cup. How do you know it was him, though? The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this! For the record, the only person in the cup were the victims and defendants. So we need to tell Maggie to always wear gloves. Upon further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Was it high fructose corn syrup? Probably. Potassium cyanide. I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, detective? It's, well, that stuff's legal. Well, yes. You're right. Eat too much in your history. How much is too much? Can I have a taste? The lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ear with earwax? For earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. What? I'm all for needless insults, but it doesn't make any what? Is it because he yells all the time? I think that's just the way he talks. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Some kind of motive. Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck a bad cup of coffee, and you always get another. You know, I don't get it. I'm saying we can always get another witness out in the stands if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Ms. Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe, lie! They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. Disappeared from the crime scene. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong ticket. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point? Yeah, sure, why not? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. So you stole it. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Why didn't anyone tell me this shit? Order. She's quite a lucky bird, our little witness, our waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately, and I will pocket it. I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. The judges make a ton of money. No, you know what? Where's my goddamn phone? My phone was right here. All right, 1 second, Judge. We're gonna look up the average pay for a judge. Not Judge Judy, that one's a little skewed. Average salary for judge. All right, so district judge, 100,000 a year. Circuit judge, 231,000. Associate justices, 268,000 in 2021. But look, I'm all for money. Don't get me wrong. If I was making that much, I'd still want $500,000. Money's great, but at the same time, you shouldn't be quivering. I should be quivering for $500,000. Phoenix should be quivering because he's never been paid for any of his work. You know how debt he's in? But Judge, you're set, man. I mean, this isn't. You're right. This is in what, 2004? Okay. Average salary for Judge, 2004. Okay, so 100,000. So that's what they have here. So inflation would be 229,000. So 167,000. Okay, it's a little less, sure, but you're still making six figures. You shouldn't be hurting. Unless you have, like, bad gambling habits or something, Judge. Or, I don't know, a horrible drug addiction. Well, I mean, you might. Oh, you probably wasted it all on hair products. That's not a bald joke, but it kind of is, because he's made reference to being bald before, and people have made fun of him for it. So maybe he's trying to fix that shit, right? Maybe? I mean, I don't know, probably. But, yeah, the ticket was presented in the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? I mean, yeah? It's just a scrap of paper. No, it is a lottery ticket worth $500,000. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. You can't just say it is literally a piece of paper. Like, I get on the literal, physical, just, you know, the whole physical part of it. Yes, it is a piece of paper. It's actually probably a little bit of cardboard, to be quite honest. But it is $500,000. That's what it is. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had an ample opportunity to commit the crime in which she is charged. Where'd she get the poison? Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, I'd kill for $500,000. Yeah, like... For the sum of money, I might attempt to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call money. Not good, Nick. We need to steal that lottery ticket so I can have it. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I say it's about time to wrap this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... can't be blood, can it? Huh, seems the star of our play is a little flustered. Somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison? And Maggie's can I see that poison? I need to go poison catering. Yeah, Maggie's prints were the only ones found. Gumshoe, you gotta tell me this shit! That way I could have not taken the case! Order! Order! The court will accept these items into evidence. Are you not gonna go over the blood on Maggie's apron? There's something still bothering me. Mr. Godot, why haven't you explained the bloodstain onto this court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Oh, right, you're like colorblind, right? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood color stain that's smeared all over the apron. Yeah, we learned that in the other case, that you can't see... That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir! That's, just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, now I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. That would be a lot of sugar. Also extremely disgusting. I thought everyone knew that already. I mean, maybe. Huh. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made in this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Triton, it seems you really are phony after all. You have had 3 cases now? This is your 3rd trial? For someone who's only had 3 trials, you are amazingly full of yourself. Even more than me. And you don't even have anything to back it up. At least I have something to back it up. Really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe to the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation here. The investigation, alright. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by the kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from shock. It must have been real tough for her. She seems extremely clean there for the apron. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. Okay, so I'm assuming when she was passed out, fake Phoenix Wright put stuff on her. But how the hell is no one noticing him? The dude stands out. And that was it! There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspects. Very good. That's the chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. I've done that plenty of times. Don't count on any more cross-exams after this one. Of course I am. So let the fun begin. I'm assuming the old man's gonna show up at some point. Press. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old guy who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old guy. I was over dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds! Seeds. Delicious. Ha! It was nothing. I caught each with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding the payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officer got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at the time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. You guys have that, like, smelling salt that, like, shocks the system? It wouldn't have been, I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. Don't be creepy, Gumshoe. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too. Don't be creepy, Gumshoe. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. That is... that's a good one. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? No, you're not. You didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Maybe was some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. That he was extremely poor? Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, right? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that! He's still let down. He's got a whole sagging shoulder and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. Same as Mr. Glenn L. to visit the doctor before he went to Trebienne. You got the victim's name from the medical records on the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave it alone? No. Yeah, we'll do. Ask about his health insurance. I mean, if you only had 58 cents, it's probably not that good of health insurance. Prescription bag. What sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Okay. Huh. In an empty bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Trite? I've entered worse. Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? Actually, I don't care. Let's go back here. We'll choose the other option. Come on. There we go. Oh, we can't... Oh. Well, that sucks. Okay. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence on Maggie's pockets? Oh, okay, her apron is a little dirty there. Hey, yeah! You nailed it, pal! Happens to me all the time! What? We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes! Objection. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry! So, Trat, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. Appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue your testimony, witness. I mean, I might. Maybe. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison was accounted for. Yeah! Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah! The one the restaurant owner took! He won a whole dollar with it! What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it. I mean, it is just $1. Yes, it was just $1, detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe. I don't find a hole in this testimony. The judge is going to hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with, and we can't find any contradiction if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are a little dumb, or like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Okay. Maggie's not dumb. She's a little bit of a klutz. Airhead, maybe. Gumshoe's not really dumb either. But I wouldn't say he's completely bright. There's nothing else missing at the crime scene. I mean, that's not true. The medicine was missing. Thank you. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. The cream scene, Chronos? Sorry. I don't know where that came from. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't! The victim was given a prescription right before going to Très Bien. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Why would a doctor prescribe cyanide? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
That's all.
What?
Read the court the name of the client on the prescription bag, if you will.
What's the client's name have to do with anything? New ear, it's a study of disease in ear. I don't think I've ever heard of that word before. I've been to doctors for that sort of stuff. But, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that word before. Otolaryngology. Or ortolaryngological, sure, whatever the hell it was said in this game. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot?
Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Alec found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum? That must have hurt. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What? I mean, it still caused problems.
It is mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medicine in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is. Very, very fine print.
Seems that Alec directly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. Therefore, it would have been absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medicine.
Medication. Seems that the medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No! Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll be all over!
She's right, but I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Push the medication issue? Probably, but we'll do that like next time though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.